2024 has been a decent year for historical movies so far, and there are actually a large number of historical films that are set to be getting released later on this year, and all throughout 2025 as well. But in this list, I'm going to give you my recommendations of 5 upcoming historical movies that have not garnered much mainstream attention yet, and these are also potentially some great historical films that most viewers of this channel may not be aware that they are getting released to cinemas and streaming platforms all across the world very soon. But before we begin, don't forget, if you love anything to do with historical movies and historical TV shows, then subscribe to my channel History Spark. At number 5, it is The Wager, A Tale of Shipwreck, Mutiny and Murder, which is an exceptionally long title for a film, and I have no clue how they will get that to fit on a poster. But this is an upcoming historical film which is based off David Grant's book of the same name, and the story takes place in 1740 and tells the story of a crew of sailors who get shipwrecked in Brazil and struggle to deal with the extreme climate of South America, as well as the exceptional ruthlessness of humans who will survive by any means necessary. There is not loads known about the movie yet, except that this movie will see Leonardo DiCaprio and Martin Scorsese team up again, and that The Wager will be getting released exclusively to Apple TV+. A late 2025 release date does seem plausible, but as I get more information on The Wager, A Tale of Shipwreck, Mutiny and Murder, I'll be sure to keep you all updated. At number 4 is The Conquest, William the Conqueror, which is an upcoming historical film dedicated to the legendary monarch's life, and I've already created a video giving an in-depth look at everything we know about this new William the Conqueror movie so far, and there will be a link in the description below if you want to check that out. But The Conquest is being directed by Solomon J. LaFleur, and he has stated that he is looking to make this film as historically accurate as possible, which is a refreshing thing to hear in this day and age. There are no confirmed castings for this film as of yet, but there are rumors that Tom Hiddleston and Christian Haydenson are being eyed to play the lead roles in this upcoming historical movie. I personally feel that William the Conqueror is one of the most overlooked historical figures from the medieval era, and I for one am glad to see someone finally stepping up to make a film based around his life and conquests. At number 3, it is Murder Company, a World War II movie which takes place in the backdrop of the D-Day invasion, and the plot for this movie is very unique and also seems very interesting. The story will focus on a group of US soldiers who must smuggle a French resistance fighter past enemy lines and defenses so he can assassinate a high-ranking Nazi official. This movie will star Kelsey Grammer as General Haskell and Giles Marini as French resistance fighter The Queen. This film is set to have a worldwide theatrical release on July 5, 2024, and it will be produced by Maverick Films. So if you enjoy World War II movies, then Murder Company may be a good recommendation for you that you may not be aware is getting released in just a couple of months' time. At number 2, it is Alto Nights, a historical drama which will take us back to mafia life in the 1950s. And this movie will depict the story of 2 of the mafia's most important and well-known early members, Frank Costello and Vito Genovese. I love anything to do with the mafia, and I find the whole culture to be very fascinating. And my optimism for this film is super high because Alto Nights will star Robert De Niro as not only Frank Costello but Vito Genovese as well, so a dual role for him in this film. Alto Nights will also star Cosmo Jarvis as Vincent Gigante and Catherine Narducci as Anna Genovese, both of whom are excellent actors in their own right. The movie also has a budget of over $45 million, so it is safe to say that the set pieces, costume design and overall production value of the film should be great as well. Set for a worldwide cinema release on March 21st, 2025. Be sure to check out Alto Nights when it gets released next year to a cinema near you. And the top spot on this list goes to Nuremberg, an upcoming historical drama based around the Nuremberg trials, which took place from November 1945 to October 1946, in which the trials of high-ranking Nazis and important figures from the Third Reich were conducted by various parties from the Allied forces. The results of these trials led to several high-ranking Nazis being hanged, some being forced into life imprisonment, while some were also acquitted. This very little talked about part of World War II will be brought to life by the amazing acting of Russell Crowe, Rami Malek and Michael Shannon. There is no confirmed release date for Nuremberg yet, but the movie is currently in post-production, so we could expect to see this film in cinemas at any point in 2025 or even late 2024. So these are my recommendations for 5 excellent upcoming historical films that you may not have known about. Let me know in the comments down below if there are any movies I may have missed and which film from this list you are most looking forward to watching. And remember to stay up to date with everything to do with historical movies and historical TV shows. Subscribe to my channel History Spark, and thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.